So the first one I'm actually going to sow is, in English it's aubergine, but in Philippines it's called talong.
Okay, so this is the state of our greenhouse. We need to clear this up to make space for the seedlings that we have germinated. Okay. Good morning, people. Welcome to our channel. For today's video is about life in the UK of a Filipino like me who lives here for nearly 24 years. So far, so good. Adapting to the weather. And once we see these lights, joy comes into our hearts because we don't have sun in here all the time. But in the summer, one summer in here, it was an extreme. We had 33 degrees. Feels like everybody is being burned. Anyway, so I am here in the greenhouse because I wanted to check some surviving plants as well as Richard's germinated, pricked out flowers from his germination machine. So okay, come on, let's go. What are you doing?
Getting ready to plant my seeds. Just putting some compost in these little pots part way up, and then I'll put some seeds on, and then I will cover the top of the seeds with some more compost, then give them a little bit of water, then I shall put them in our electric propagator, and it'll make it like a greenhouse, and within 3 or 4 days most of these different seeds will have started germinating.
Okay.
And then once they're about an inch and a half tall, we can take them out of here, put them in little pots, and then put them in the greenhouse to grow them on a little bit more. So, time to give them all a little bit of water. That wasn't very good, was it? That's not doing what it should do. Maybe have to try a different way of watering them because it's buggering it up a bit. So right then, as you can see, this is a little heated propagator. It just heats these little trays up. I've got like a little plastic dome to put on these, you'll see them in a bit, and it just speeds the germination process. So probably 3 days we'll probably have some of these coming through. So the first one I'm actually going to sow is, in English it's aubergine, but in Philippines it's called talong. So I've probably got about 20 or 30 talong seeds here. So I'm going to start sprinkling them. Doesn't really matter too much about the gaps between them, because once these sprout, we'll take them out of here, and they'll go in their own little pots, and we can put them in greenhouse and grow them on a little bit more. I think this little packet, I think the seeds, it probably only cost £4 or £5, and there's about 1,000 of them, so there'll be enough here probably for a couple of years. So hopefully we're going to have a lot of aubergines in our house this year. Fingers crossed anyway. This is just the first batch. I'll probably be doing some probably do some peppers next, and some more bedding plants, because they're really expensive at garden centres, and I like doing gardening as a kid and at secondary school. I did in England it was a lesson called horticulture, where we learned about growing plants and crop rotation, whereas say you grew potatoes in one piece of land, the second year you would move the potatoes to a different part of land, because the parasites that get in the soil that attack a certain potato, if you move them to fresh soil, it just keeps down the amount of pests that can damage the plants or vegetables. So I actually did learn something at school. So as you can see, I'm just randomly sprinkling them in this little pot here, and when I've done the same process with all these different bedding plants, petunias, pansies, gazanias, sweet pea, all I'm going to do is the same process, sprinkle them randomly on here, and then when I've done that, I will get some more of the compost, just put a thin layer over the top of those, and then I'll water all these different trays, put the little plastic domes on top, and then this tray will sit in the windowsill. I'll plug it in, and it'll heat these up, and we'll see in a few days what the results are. Hopefully we'll have a bit of germination. So I'll keep filming it as we go along, and hopefully you'll see that I know what I'm doing. Hopefully. Right then, so I'm just going to repeat the process now in all these other trays with all these different kind of seeds, and then I'll show you sprinkling the compost on top of these and watering them, and finishing the process. So here we are. I've sowed all the seeds in the pots. Now the end one, I'm not sure if these will come through, but it's actually rambutan, a Filipino fruit. But I've had these seeds a couple of years and I forgot about them. So whether they're viable or not anymore, I don't know. But we're gonna try. I've already covered the sweet pea, as you can see. That's why you can't see the seeds. So I'm just gonna give them all a little covering now. Water them. Then put the lids on and plug it in, and see what happens. So we've finished watering them, so now we're going to put these little lids on them all, turn them all into little greenhouses. They've got little ventilation holes in the top, but I'm going to leave them shut for the time being because I just want to get the condensation level up in there, then get some warmth in there, and then let the germination take place. So there we have it, all plugged in and ready to go. Let nature take its course now, and hopefully in a few days we'll start to see some results. See you later.
This is Richard's germinating project of seeds, day 3. So it's got moist inside, and he is expecting for the seeds to grow in the next few days. 8 days after the seeds has been planted, as you can see, they are all sprouting. Look at that. Ooh, sprouting nicely. Oh, so cute. Did you see that, guys? Very cute. This one's not even, so I don't know why. They are so tiny, and some are big. Another one. This is just an experiment for now, because once this do better, probably we can plant some more. Okay. Oh, looking forward. I think that is mango. That's mango sprouting now. Well, Indian mango actually. And
So right then, our first lot ready for planting. Look, those are the sweet peas. So in just over a week, they're probably about 2 or 3 inch tall. So what I've got to do now, because they're all close together in that pot, I've got to separate them and put them in these little nice little plant trays we've got here. And the process we're using, it's called pricking out, where you're separating them and planting them in their own little pot. Got a little bit of compass there. So right then, I'll crack on.
so he is pricking it. Is that called?
Pricking out.
Oh, pricking out. So it's called pricking out. It's not freaking out.
Taking them out of the seed tray and putting them in their own little...
So this is overtime, because he is very determined about this new career he's doing. I think we're gonna start a garden center. Yeah.
So there we are, first batch of sweet peas, all in their own little tray. Grow them on for a month or two, and they should be nice and big for summer. And over here, all the other stuff's growing, and I've just, in the tray that I've just taken the sweet peas out, I've now sown some trailing petunias. So another week or so, they should have germinated and be ready for repotting.
So for today, we are doing some gardening. Gardening. Look at that. So this got looks like this is tulips. So it's gonna bear, give us flowers. A little bit there. Oh, Scully's grave. Hello, baby Scully. I miss you. I miss you very, very much. So yeah, that's the flowers there starts to bloom. Okay, and also some seeds starts to grow. Need to clear this up. Okay, Operation Gardening commenced. So start with tidying up, clearing this little vegetable patch I've got here, and just to prepare the soil for now, because it's not ready for planting yet anyway. We still have cold spills during the night. Temperature still very low, so it's still not right time to plant, but we're just making the garden ready. It's a good thing that I didn't throw away these garden pots I've got. We can use this in replanting those seedlings that we're gonna have in the next few weeks. But first I got to take them out of the greenhouse so that Richard can make his shelvings inside. What's that for?
This is to finish the shelving off down that back side. So I've somewhere to put my seed trays on. So I'm just splitting this piece of deck board down.
So it's all cleared now. It's all cleared. So now we are making our shelving to put the seedlings.
I'm improvising with the bits of timber I've already got, because we went to a DIY place.
Okay, so the job continues, making shelvings for our flower seedlings and our talong. Yeah, a bit closer there so that we can have space here. We can still use some to store some things.
I'm going to do it. I can shift it a couple more inch, but I'm going to try and put a few cross members on now, just so we can sit seed trays on it. I need to take these nails out to start with and then mark.
This is a hydrangea, but I don't know how to make this regrow because it starts to Shall I just leave this? Because it's the leaves are starts
Oh my love.
Shall I just leave this or shall I cut
Yeah,
it?
no, don't cut it down. Only cut the dead, the ones that haven't got anything on them, cut them, but these that have got green on, growing, don't.
Yeah.
And
So just do this.
I think it probably doesn't need any water yet. But take all this crap out.
Okay, I'll just get this out. Because even if it's staying inside the greenhouse, it still starts to grow a new leaves, which means it also thinking that it is spring. So we just cut this.
Oh, I told you the other day, wrong day as well for spring. I said it was 1st of March, didn't I? It's actually the 20th.
That when the day when the time
When spring.
when the time moved.
I looked somewhere and it said 1st of March and it were wrong. It's the 20th.
Told you. Told you. There's another one. So I got 2 hydrangea. You know, we Filipinos, well, apart from a very clever Filipino, because very clever Filipinos, they speak really, really good English. They sounds like very American and very British. But me, I speak English in a Filipino accent. So, that's how I am. Wanted to learn, but I cannot because my brain is not anymore open to learning. My brain likes to stick of what I know. That's why it's when you're getting old. So I think this is ready for spring. Oops. This used to be like a bunch of plants. Probably we'll just take the dead. And probably we're gonna replant this again once our seedlings grow. I like plants, I like flowers. So I'm gonna renew the soil of this once we have something to plant. For the meantime, just clean this up for now. So it'll be like so this is called delphinium.
Doing well, that is.
Yeah, actually this is gonna be gonna be the 3rd year of this delphinium. Last year I just didn't do anything to it because I was so busy. Last year, oh my god, it reminds me of my time this year. This time last year I was in a very, very dark situation. That's why all my flowers hasn't been given attention. So hopefully this year it's gonna be alright. So it's growing again. Yeah, it died last winter. It's growing again. And actually, I don't know where is the other one.
That one would have probably died if you'd have left it outside, because she had it in the greenhouse.
And look at that. This one, one of this delphinium, because I bought two. This one was left outside in the winter, and this one when been put inside the greenhouse, and yeah, it's a bit healthier than the other one, but that means the delphinium can survive in the winter because that one there hasn't been put inside the greenhouse, but it's still alive. So good. But we have delphiniums there which are germinate some seeds, and quite a lot, because I like the flowers. You know, the flowers will be look like this. So I like the flowers. And look at that, starts to come around. Yeah, but we should have a second layer so that we can put many.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a side one, and I'm going to do one down here, so we'll like have a U shape. This is just using bits of timber that we've got left around garden, so it's
so we are recycling. Look at us.
recycling.
Yeah, saving money.
Rather than just spending and wasting money.
Very good.
So here we are, our makeshift shelving for our seed trays. Recycled by all bits of timber and board that we've got in the garden. So we don't have to spend anything on it, so that's good. There's first seed trays in. These are what I germinated a couple of weeks ago, sweet pea. The first of many. And this little plant here has been in greenhouse since last autumn. That is a calamundin, also known as calamansi. So we should get some nice little like limes, tiny little things, which in the Philippines they used to put on the fish and a lot of the food dishes. And it's also nice when you get a cold drink made out of calamansi juice. That's beautiful with some ice in. So yeah, that's the start of our gardening season. You can just see fish there, and there's a little pond outside that greenhouse. That's going to be made bigger in the next month or so. It's going to double in size. And we're just finishing off tidying up now.
I don't like throwing away things.
No, because they always come in handy, like all that timber we've just used to make that shelving.
We don't know where.
See you later.
So Richard there is clearing up the pump because it's getting stuck.
Look at that, how clogged up it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the pump, the water pump of our
It slows down the
plant.
flow of water when it's clogged up. So once it's clean again, it'll recycle the.
You're not wearing gloves, love. It's really, really cold, you know. That can...
Can't wear gloves for this stuff.
Oh God, I don't know. He's so awkward, do you know that? You know, babes? He's so awkward in everything. So our fish are there, our koi fish. They are still alive. Thanks God for that. And I hope he will continue to live until the temperature goes up a little bit. Good morning, people. It's not good morning actually, because it's already 1 o'clock. But I just got up, and we have sun today. Look at that, sunny. Hello, fish. Looks like they are happy. They're happy because the weather is a bit warm today. Okay. Have some food. Come here. Not too much because they might. Oh. You will just eat them later. We don't go up yet because it's a bit cold. Okay, so them tulips starts to bloom now. Yeah, just a little, just not very many, but at least. And them hydrangea, my rose starts to grow somehow. The clothes is hung outside now. Well, check the greenhouse. So this is the sweet pea. It's a flowers. This is the first picked out from the germinating machine of Richard. So this is delphinium. Okay, it's growing. So actually this is the third year now. It's growing in the, it gave me like I think two years of flowers.